Hey guys, let me ask you a question about YouTube. If you're doing YouTube or if you watch YouTube, do you find it educational, entertaining, or just a bunch of BS? And if you're coming to the Philippines to retire or any other country to retire and you're over 40, are there advantages to starting a YouTube channel? We'll get right into that. Guys, I want to talk to you about starting a YouTube channel once you hit 40, even 50, or if you're lucky to be 60 and 70 like me, starting your own YouTube channel when you retire and start to live abroad. Is there an advantage to starting a YouTube channel? Well, yeah, there is. One, it's a great hobby. It keeps you busy. You get to document what you're doing. You get to work with new equipment, camera equipment, cell phones. You learn new technology. You're learning how to edit. And a lot of guys come over here and they have a limited income. And I'm not saying they're poor, but their income is limited based on Social Security, a pension, or maybe they have rental income or they have some other kind of fixed income and they want to expand on it. They want to increase their income. So they decide to start a YouTube channel with the hopes of generating some income. I've known a lot of guys to start YouTube and they have generated a lot of income. They've been able to buy a house with that money. They've been able to buy a car with that money. And a few guys can barely buy a beer with that money. So it's up to you, your talents, and what you can bring to the table when you start to do YouTube. Me, I think I'm an educational YouTube channel with a little bit of humor to entertain you and maybe a little bit of BS to keep you occupied and keep you entertained and keep you watching. But BS, you can only do so much BS on the YouTube channel before you're called out and people find out that you're not who you say you are. And the one big factor in having a successful channel, from what I found and meeting all these people who have different channels, are the ones that are genuine. They're the same person you see on camera when they're making a video, and you see them in person having a cup of coffee, having a beer, walking down the street. They're the same people. They're sharing their life with you, their experiences with you. They're not sugarcoating a lot of stuff, but they're sharing everything that they know. And me being a Philippine blogger, because I live in the Philippines now, I retired to the Philippines. I have a wife that's Filipina, so I try to share these experiences with everybody. Can you make money doing YouTube? Sure you can. I've had months where I've doubled my Social Security payment with YouTube, but I've also had months where they didn't even pay me because it was under the $100 minimum for the month. So YouTube is a business. You need to work hard at it, and it's going to take a lot of your time. It's going to consume a lot of your energy if you really want to become big and have a good channel that generates a lot of income and has a lot of interesting topics. But as a hobby, to generate a couple $100 every month, that's easy to do. You just have to put the time and effort in the beginning to get it monetized, in the beginning to get your viewership up, get your subscriber base up, and to get the watch hours that you need. And we all know with YouTube, you got to get 1,000 subscribers and you got to get 4,000 watch hours within the first 12 months. And everybody thinks, oh, that's easy. Look at all you YouTubers out there with successful channels. For every single channel you see that's a success, there's at least 10 other channels that went down the toilet and didn't even get monetized. People lose interest. They find it too hard. Their content isn't what other people want to watch. They're too much, maybe they talk too much politics, maybe they talk too much about just girly stuff, but they don't get to the meat and potatoes of a subject that guys want to know about, especially men who want to retire and move to the Philippines. So can you start a successful YouTube channel after 40? Again, I will say yes. Can you do it once you hit 60? You have a bunch of guys here who are over 60, started a YouTube channel, and have been very successful, have been able to make more money than they need, been able to save money, been able to buy things that they could never have afforded to buy if they just lived on their Social Security alone. Now, for guys that are 50, is there a market for you? Well, if digital nomads can make money, why can't you? You're not stupid. You have a full lifetime of experiences. And doing a YouTube channel is just that, talking about your experiences, talking about your life adventures, things you've learned, things you haven't. The biggest gift a YouTuber can give to a viewer who is thinking of following that YouTuber down that same road, you know, the same retirement path, go to the Philippines, you know, find a girlfriend, rent a house, get married, and travel around the country, is to share your failures, things that gone wrong, the mistakes you made. You know, there's lots of mistakes a lot of YouTubers have made, a lot of expats have made here in the Philippines. I hope no one just tries to tell you all the good things that happen. There are bad things that happen in the Philippines. People get sick, people die, people get in broken relationships, people get in trouble with the law, people end up in jail, people get blacklisted, people get deported. There's a lot of negatives over here if you don't know the laws and the rules. And we can't tell you all the laws and all the rules. But let's take one big mistake a lot of expats do that'll get you in big trouble here. You overstay your visa. At the end of the month, you need to extend your tourist visa, and you say, I can't make it today. Well, now you're late. You're past the due date. Well, I don't have the extra money. I'll wait for my next check, and I'll go get it next month. Well, next month comes, you get busy, and you forget to do it again, or you put it off again. That is something that will cause you trouble as those months accumulate. You're not really thinking too much. You're always thinking, I can just get caught up and everything's good. Not so, man. You get too far behind on an overstay, the Bureau of Immigration will grab you and put you in detention. They don't call it jail, but they put you in a holding cell at the Bureau of Immigration until you get this mess straightened out. And if you need to go in front of a judge, you might be sitting there months, if not years. So learn from people's mistakes, what they do wrong, and also learn from what they've done right, and capitalize on the things that you've learned right. Just remember, you gain from their experiences, things that they tried, and you might decide that's not good or it is good. Let's take Ned, Philippine Dreams. When I was first thinking about coming to the Philippines, he was one of the first guys that I watched. And he had a little pink house, and you know, it was $200 a month US. He also decided on what kind of motorcycle he was going to have. He had a Rossi and he had a Honda Click, and he sort of compared the two for you. So you knew which one was a better value, the negatives of one and the negative of the other. So when you got here, you knew not to buy the Rossi, and you would buy a Honda Click or a Yamaha. He told you the good and the bad, and it was up to you to decide which was best for you. Financially, safety, and your experience. People show you the dirt roads. People show you the dogs in the road. People show you the bad traffic. People show you Dumaguete and the markets and how to buy things, how to go shopping. People show you Ayala Mall in Cebu, where to go eat, where to go hang out. When you first get off the plane, you first get here, people show you how to use the Airbnb here in Cebu, or where to live. Maybe you want to live in Solanea. Maybe you want to live Marco Polo. As you look at different places, people show you different rentals. They show you the different prices. So you know what you're expecting for the money that you're dishing out. So can you start YouTube at an older age, 40, 50, 60? Of course you can. Can you make money? Why not? Why not? It's all a matter of the effort you put into it and your research and your dedication to doing it. YouTube is a full-time job for me and Janet. We got 3 channels going right now, and it's a full-time job, but it's something we enjoy. We meet so many good people on YouTube. Other YouTubers, also subscribers, people who've seen us, stop us in the mall, stop us on the street, invite us to have coffee or lunch, and we get to meet these people, and some become great friends. Some don't. Some are like ships that you pass in the night. You have a meeting with, you know, everything's nice, but they go on their way. We enjoy our life. But there are people that you meet and you become friends for life. You know, I have Jen Geo that just moved here. I would never have met Paul, Old Dog, if it wasn't for YouTube. I would never have met Heidi. I would have never met so many people that we have met and made great friends with. So, yes, the answer to your question, can you do a successful YouTube channel once you hit 40 or beyond? Of course. The thing is, there's money to be made in YouTube. You're not going to get rich. Don't think you're going to make thousands upon $1,000s a month. I've been at this and I got lucky. I've been at this for 2 years now. I've had a couple great months. I've had some very sad months where I was worried I wouldn't even make a dime for the whole month. This is something that you have to decide how much time and energy you're going to put into it. It becomes a full-time job. It's a full-time job if you want to make a good income at it. But any job is a full-time job if you want to make money. And if you want it to be a part-time job and just a few bucks here and there, do it as a part-time job. Video when you go on a vacation, when you go visit a resort, or if something funny happened to you, share it with your audience. Remember, the audience is not falling in love with your stories. They end up liking you as a person. So be genuine. Be the real deal. Be who you are all the time. Don't fake it. These guys who watch YouTube are smart. They can see a fake a mile away and you won't survive. But if you're real and you share your real life, and how much of it you share is totally up to you. You don't have to share everything. You don't have to share your kid's name. You don't have to share your wife's name, your family name, where you came from. You can share what you want, but just don't lie to your audience. Not lying to your audience will help you grow your audience. And like Janet and I, when we first started, I remember that first month we would get up every morning, open the laptop, and say, hey, we got 10 subscribers today. We went up one. Or a couple days later, we're up to 12. We got more watch hours, and we just watched our channel grow. And you have to work at it one subscriber at a time, one video at a time, one like, one comment. So if you're interested in doing YouTube, go right ahead. Do it. There's nothing wrong. It seems like the whole world's doing it. And the little joke around Doomageddon is everybody's doing YouTube and Doomageddon. Well, when you go to get your ACR card for the second time, you have to check, yes, I have a YouTube channel on the back of the application. So guys, thanks for watching, and until next time.